If you love the fall weather, then you have to be so excited about this weekend because boy, is it going to be crisp and perfect sweater weather, and the days are going to just beckon you to get outside. So we're going to offer you a different way to get out and enjoy the beauty of the weekend, and that's by heading down to the beautiful historic Highland Park area for the Highland Park Porchfest. Maggie O'Connor joins us this morning. She's not in town right now, so she's Zooming with us this morning, but she'll be back for the weekend to welcome everybody out to her neighborhood. Great to see you this morning.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for having me.
I think this is such a fun idea. One of my coworkers was telling me about it, and I said, oh yes, let's please support it, because those houses down there in Highland Park are just beautiful. And then when you throw in the local music you're going to have this weekend, it's a win-win.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Porchfest to Highland Park, was to highlight the amazing community, the houses, and the local musicians. So I'm really excited about this year's turnout. It's going to be great.
So you're not just having a few local musicians. I think you told me it's 22?
Yeah, 22 bands across the entire day. Last year we only had 12, so this is a big step up with the number of musicians. But there is going to be a little bit of overlap, just the nature of scheduling. But for the most part, you could technically see a little bit of everybody's set from 11:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. So a lot of music all day.
So are you having it set up, Maggie, where the acts are going to be in one area, or are they dispersed a little bit throughout?
So we actually have 13 porch hosts this year, which is amazing. Last year we only had 6. Those porches are mainly on the west side of the neighborhood. So honestly, right off of Highland Park Ave. That is where most of the flow of traffic will take place, and some of those porches will be on those side streets off of Highland Park. We do have, I think, a very handy Google map that you can use to be able to navigate from porch to porch. And that link is in the website. It's also accessible by Instagram.
So then the way it will work is the porches are the stages for these different bands.
That's right.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So the porches become the stages and the yards become the seats and sometimes the sidewalks.
So that also shows the strength, I guess, of your neighborhood and the people who live there to say, yes, come play on my front porch and to let people come in and enjoy the fun for the day.
Yeah, I think so. I think it really does highlight the generosity of these Highland Park residents. One of the, the tenants to Porchfest, which I did not create, I cannot give myself credit for this. This is a concept that's been around since 2007. But one of the tenets is radical generosity. And so that's something that I think is really coming to life, because these porch hosts, they are offering their homes, their property, for essentially strangers to just hang out and commune with one another. So it's just a beautiful thing to see everybody rally around.
And this is free for people, right?
It is so free. It's 100% free. It's amazing. Yes.
It's not just free, it is so free.
It is the most free.
But I think that, all neighborhoods have something that people kind of bond over, and that Highland Park area has called to me for a long time. I told you earlier, I wish I could have 2 houses. I would buy down there too. But it is preservation, yes, of what is the past, but there is just such a look ahead to creating the neighborhood and that whole area of Chattanooga as y'all envision it to be.
I agree. I think with the way that Chattanooga is developing and the Highland Park neighborhood being right off of Main Street and also right off of Bailey, we just have such an incredible neighborhood that I think people obviously love, but a lot of people don't really understand. I think it's misunderstood. And so I think bringing this Porchfest to the neighborhood helps bring Highland Park in a brighter light, for sure.
You will be able to eat while you're out there because you'll have a few food vendors there, but the fun begins at 11:30 and wraps up at 11 o'clock that night on Saturday?
That's right.
Okay. So just come, certainly be respectful, enjoy the day and the music, and the real sense of, Chattanooga is most definitely a grassroots town. And this is one more proof of that.
Exactly. Yes. Can't wait.
Okay, well, hurry home, Maggie, so you can get ready. But thanks so much
I
for
know.
your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure. It's the Highland Park Porchfest. It is free, 11:30 until 11. And you heard her mention the website, so there it is, highlandparkporchfest.com. But you also can follow them on Instagram and learn more. And maybe if you're lucky and you're in the market for a house, you'll see a for sale sign in somebody's yard, and you can find that too while you're there. Thanks again.